Greetings, mortals! I am Shadow, the ultimate life form, and welcome back to another live stream where today we're going to be doing another live stream because I hate myself and I don't have a good sleep schedule. I actually had a really good sleep schedule, but for some reason, instead of me sleeping, I thought, why don't we do a stream? Because that's always so much fun. So if you guys don't support the channel in any way, shape, or form, feel free to donate via Super Chat, which allows you to donate to me through YouTube. All you have to do is click that little money icon you see there in live stream chat and be able to donate to me. Every donation really helps out the channel, so please, if you guys can donate, it really means a lot. Also, if you guys want to become a member of the channel, become a member by clicking the join icon right next to the subscribe button. It gives you early access to videos when they come out. Without further ado, did someone call me S. Diddy in the chat? Who calls me S. Diddy? I ain't that type of Sonic YouTuber, bruh. I ain't the type of Minecraft YouTuber. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those. They not like us. They don't like us. Anyway, how's everyone going in chat today? Dominic, welcome to the stream. So instead of sleeping, I thought I would stream. I don't know how long the stream will go for. Probably an hour. At max, probably. We'll see how we go with the stream. But anyway, welcome everyone. How are you going? So if you're in the chat, we're going to answer any questions you guys leave. So feel free to ask me any questions, and I'll go answer them on the stream. Let me know what you guys want to have answered. It could be, what is it? Any questions about upcoming projects, anything that I'm working on, or is any Sonic questions, or just anything. Let me know. I would love to answer them. I would love to answer them. Fredbear! Thank you for the $2 donation. Hello, Jules. You are the best. Thank you, good sir. Much appreciated. Appreciate you, bro. There you should. And me, Shadow, if only I could join him on the membership. We can only defeat Rosie the Rascal and Fleetway Super Sonic to get able to defeat him. Tell Jules to sleep. What is it? Hey, he ain't no Diddy. Everyone chat me, they're like, hey, ain't no Diddy. That's crazy, bro. Ain't no Diddy. Bro, that's crazy. And see the join button next to the subscribe button. Okay. It must not be available for you. That is an option. But it's all good, bro. Like I said, answer any questions you guys have in the live stream chat. I'm cool, Jules. The wait is effing. I know. Dark Knight fan, did you see that clip they just released with Superman and Lex Luthor? They nailed the dynamic. Oh my god. It's perfect. They nailed the dynamic. They nailed it. Dark Knight fan, they got it. They got it. They got it. They got Lex and Superman's dynamic perfect. I can't wait for the movie, man. Oh my god. Lex Luthor feels like straight out of the Smallville show, and that's the best live action depiction of the character. So good. So good. I'm so excited. Will we do any video game today? Actually, guys, I have a video coming out in exactly 1 hour, so stay tuned for that one. I have a video coming out in 1 hour. We're going to be playing, we're bringing back, I thought this would be a lot of fun to do. We're going to bring back the Whack games. Remember, Shadow plays Whack the Boss and that sort of thing. We're going to be playing Whack the Thief. That's coming out in exactly an hour, so stay tuned for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to come out in an hour. They did, dude. Oh, yeah, they did. So perfect, Dark Knight fan. Oh my god, when I saw the clip, I went like, oh, they got it. And they got it. They got it. It's so good, dude. I cannot wait. This is Squeal. But yeah, we're bringing back the Whack games. Shadow plays the Whack games. Stay tuned for that one. We got a new one coming out. Whack, you know, whack your boss. You know, whack the boss with superpowers. Those sort of games. Surprise slide in. Only come to say go to sleep, Jules. I know you're not that into sleep, but you need it. I do need it, but I'm gonna stay up for probably 30 minutes. So I feel like streaming. I actually feel like live streaming. I don't really feel like going to bed just yet. Will you do a live stream of Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Of course I will. Of course I'm gonna do a stream of it. 100% I will. I want to know what happened with the Shadow and Amy video. Yeah, it's arriving a bit later than I expected, but that's usually part of the course for me. I just got busy. I went out of town for almost half a week, and that kind of completely changed the schedule. So yeah, so I was out of town for literally about almost half a week. That conflicted with the schedule, so I apologize, but I will have an update literally about the Shadow and Amy video in literally a couple days. It was about time they got the Superman and Lex dynamic right. It is amazing to me how in a 30-second clip, their dynamic and chemistry is already better than Batman vs. Superman. In a 30-second clip, it's better already. I just can't believe this. I used to dream of moments like this, man. I used to dream of moments like this, bro. I can't wait, bro. I'm hyped, bro. Looks like we're finally getting an authentic modern. I know, dude. I can't wait, dude. It looks so good. It's about time they nailed it. Yeah, going to sleep, Core and Lamau. I don't know anything about Superman, but based. Yeah, the new movie looks great, guys. Chat, you guys gotta watch that new Superman movie when it comes out. Make that a promise. You guys watch that new Superman movie when it comes out. It looks really good. It looks really good. I'm really excited for that movie. I'm so excited for that movie. It's gonna be so good, chat. I'm so excited. What does the crown thing mean, guys? Oh, the crown thing. That basically means who is my #1 fan. So you live stream chats, that sort of thing. It's like a score. It's like a leaderboard, kind of. I still don't know how it works. I don't think it works properly. Chat doesn't work properly. I don't think it ever worked properly. If you want to stream, you want to stream. You can't force him to sleep. But I don't know anything about it, Jules. It's literally the first movie, Shade, and they're making a new DC Cinematic Universe. It's literally the first movie. You don't need to know anything about it. You can literally watch it. You're gonna end up a zombie one of these days, Jules. Honestly, chat, if a real zombie outbreak happened, it'd be Joe over for me, to be perfectly honest. Like, it'd be Joe over for me. If a real zombie apocalypse happened, I would be done. It would actually be Joe over for me. And that's not even an exaggeration. It would actually be Joe over for me. It would be a Joe over moment for me. I'm not even exaggerating with that. It would be Joe over for me. I won't be able to survive in an outbreak, bro. I'd be so screwed. It'd be so over for me, man. Why is the rest of the team SSS here? Because they're still asleep. They're still asleep. That's the reason why. The Blue Hedgehog's doing whatever. Silver is just being a loser like usual. When is Silver not being a loser? Let's be honest here. What is it? It's like 12 in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm going to try to get first again. I think the U.S. is Joe over right now. Good luck. Look, Chad, I just got to say, I don't live in America right now. Just good luck. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I'll say about it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Just good luck. Good luck, chat. Hey, good luck, chat. I need to move countries. In Australia's pretty cool. Australia's pretty cool. Things are expensive here, but Australia's kind of based. And I know you're who I'm crying for. What is it? What is it? Enough with the people keep on making the jokes. Lamau, if my asthma will clutch through, my asthma will clutch through. Lamau, you guys see that I show speed clip where he pretends to be disabled? It's like, oh, when I get drafted, and then like it's the I show speed clip where he pretends to be disabled. That's so funny, bro. My second choice after Canada. Australia's kind of based. Australia's pretty cool. Sonic's not that popular here, but it's pretty cool here. I like it. Australia's really cool. It's based. What's your favorite thing about the Switch 2? That it's 60 frames 4K. Okay, above all else, it's the 60 frames. That's been so good, man. I'm honest to God happy I waited this long to get through a lot of my Switch 1 games, because I barely finished most of my Switch 1 games. So I'm really happy I get to experience it for the first time in better quality, up-resed for the Switch 2. It gives me a better appreciation for them. Like Breath of the Wild, for example. I'm glad I waited until I played that on the Switch 2 so I could get the full experience of it. Genuinely, I think part of the reason why I enjoyed and got addicted to Breath of the Wild so much when live streaming it is because I loved playing it. I loved streaming it. That was so much fun. That was probably one of the funnest games I've ever played. Like, Breath of the Wild, man, that was a great game. Shadow. Feel so tired, try taking a nap. A nap at 2 a.m. I'd be sleeping the whole night. It's 2 a.m. right now, chat. That's gonna be me for real. I feel like if you put me on the battlefield, I would be stuff alive. I fell off by accident. No, but like Gen Z is pretty much useless. Bro, you put them on a battlefield, they're gonna be like, where's the TikTok at? I can't focus on the war without Subway Surfers at the bottom right and then a satisfying cutting sand video at the top right. We're gonna be so screwed, bro. This generation's so good. You know for sure there'd be war vloggers. If there is a war, the people would do vlogs. They'd be like, hey, what's up, chat? I'm currently in the middle of Pakistan. I'm currently in the middle of the Australian battlefield. You know, like, it's like, make sure you guys donate, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Like, you know for sure. You know for sure that would happen. You know for sure that would happen. That's Gen Alpha. Man, dude, it's so funny. You know for sure they would do that. I'd probably do that. It's like, hey, what's up, guys? It's Shadow here. And today, we're in the middle of the battlefield. I just got shot at. Subway Surfers. I get Subway Surfers at the bottom right, and then they have to have the satisfying cutting sand video at the top right. That's how you get people to focus during the war. You just gotta remember what you're fighting for. Oh, and then when they have, you know how in wars, they have pictures of their loved ones, so they remember what they're fighting for. You know for sure this time, it's gonna be pictures of e-girls, anime women. They're gonna have anime women on their weaponry being like, gotta remember what I'm fighting for. Gotta remember what I'm fighting for. Hatsune Miku. I'm fighting for you, bro. It's so funny, bro. Like, that's so funny. You wanna know what's my thing? I would love this. This would be amazing to see. Imagine showing somebody from the early 1900s memes. Like, back in the day, Jules, your heart condition will come in clutch, though. Yeah, for real, bro. Maybe it was a good thing it happened. Now my heart condition will come in clutch. But, like, imagine, right? Like, imagine in the 1900s, you travel back in time. You have your phone with all your memes on it. You show it to the guy in the 1900s. Because back in the day, in the 1900s, for them to laugh, they had to have smart, sophisticated, well-written jokes, right? That tell a story. It could be a physical act or anything. But then, nowadays, the thing that makes us laugh is a bass boost. like the smart, sophisticated humor back in the day. What do we have now? A bass boost. Bass boost. Or a farting sound. Like the farting meme sound that goes like. That's so funny, dude. They would be so disappointed. It's like, well, how would they react? How would they react to it? Show them B-movie clips, you know? That'd be so funny, dude. I would pay good money to see a reaction of an early 1900s person looking at memes. I would pay good money for that. That's why it never happened, but I pay good money for it. I don't know who I'm crying for. Yo, what if we throw the whole world out? They probably would be focused on their phones, making a computer around me. No, okay, you want to know what's the one thing I will say, right? Have you ever played a Resident Evil game before? I have Sonic Rider. I've actually played Resident Evil 1 before, and I plan on live streaming Resident Evil 3 next month, the remake, so stay tuned for that. They'll be focused on their phones. Not for real. The thing that makes us laugh is a black hedgehog sipping over Rouge, and I'd still do it during the war. Lose faith in humanity. Okay, you wanna know what is the best thing? The best thing about the modern generation. I will always defend this. Always defend this. The modern generation. I love, and I repeat, I love how we just make memes out of any situation. Like, sometimes it's really bad, right? Like, a tragic incident would happen. Then literally a couple hours later, we already have memes. Like when the submarine, Ocean Gate, Titanic thing happened. There were already Minecraft memes like an hour or two after. Like, that's so screwed up. But I think in general, what I love about our modern generation is we make memes out of a scenario no matter how negative it is. I think that's hilarious. You know for sure, if the world would end tomorrow, everyone would be making memes being like, oh, damn, bro, I didn't even get laid. And they'd be posting, like, you know, memes of them getting burnt alive or whatever. Like, that's kind of what I love about modern generation. The world would literally end tomorrow, and we'd be making memes out of it, being like, oh, man, I didn't even get laid. And then they're like, wah, wah. We are so... That's our problem, man. But I kind of like that. I kind of like how we could turn a tragic situation into, you know, like tragic situations are tragic situations. But I like how we can find at least some, you know, it's not always just negative when we talk about the situations, you know what I mean? Like, and I think that's a great thing, right? Because I think to actually be a full-on philosophical thing, right? I think it's good when we can still smile and laugh after a really bad situation, you know what I mean? So I see it as kind of a good thing, to be honest. Now me keeping my stream open just in case Jules does a VR chat stream. Sorry, Super Tails, I won't do VR chat this stream. I'm too tired. I don't think anyone would even be on. I've done VR chat streams this late before and no one's on. If I did do one, it'd be like 5 people. 6, 7. Why is Ian Flynn trending? Ian Flynn's trending on Twitter. What did he do? Why did they hate him now? Oh, the new Batman versus Metal Sonic? Yo, from the new DC comic? Wait, that's lit. Wait, hold on. Batman versus Metal Sonic? Wait, that'd be lit. Hold on. I gotta read that DC and Sonic comic, man. That's lit. Have you seen the memes regarding celebrities going to space for 5 to 15 minutes? Yeah, bro. Skill issue. Skill issue. I love those memes, man. They're so funny. Shadow, what do you like to eat for breakfast? If so, can you get to it? I can't. It's 2 a.m. I'm not gonna eat this late. And what do I have for breakfast, you say? Well, you're obviously sort of new to the channel because I have this wonderful thing called grilled cheese. And it's a great dish. I'm not sure if you guys heard of it. It's really great. You get 2 pieces of bread. Put some butter. You slide that onto the bread. You gotta put cheese, one or two cheese slices in the middle. Mozzarella cheese, stringy cheese, whatever cheese you want. Put it in there. You put it in not a microwave. You put it into a toaster. Put it in there. Melts. Just gorgeous. Bro. Grilled cheese. Love grilled cheese, man. Love grilled cheese. Metal Sonic versus Batman is official now. Apparently it's really short. That's really funny. That's in character, though. That's very in character. You know what I hate about, what is it? A lot of Sonic things. The unnecessary hate towards Ian Flynn. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Bro's just writing stories. That's cool. I don't get the, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. The guy's just chilling writing Sonic stories. Like, just let him be. Let have fun, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Shadow versus Joker and Metal Sonic versus Batman have both happened. That's really cool. That's really cool. 2 weeks for the Superman movie. I know. I'm counting down the days. My most anticipated movie of the whole year is Superman. I'm so excited. Jules could be lured into a kidnapper van or would betray the war front if they promised him grilled cheese. Honestly, not gonna lie, they'd be like, show up to my door. Hey, we're going to draft you. We'll pay you in grilled cheese. I'll do it. Sign me up. Cherry the Arts, hi Shadow. Love lol the chair. I hear it. How are you? You already arrived at Orlando. It's so much fun. That's awesome. Have a good one, Cherry. I hope you enjoyed the trip. This isn't my chair. It's my microphone arm. It makes squeaky noises. It just makes squeaky noises. What is it? Your grilled cheese obsession needs to be studied. I just like it, man. What's wrong with me liking grilled cheese? I love grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is awesome. Grilled cheese pizza. Yeah, apparently, I mean, that's just kind of margarita, isn't it? And margarita is literally just grilled cheese. If you think about it, right? To the day that I die. What was it, that poor pizza you made? Oh, dude, don't remind me about that pizza, man. Bro, I actually got so upset. I literally screamed out loud the F word, man. It was really bad. Like, I saw it and I went like, fuck! Like, I actually screamed, bro. I was like, fuck! Like, I was actually so mad. I was like, oh my god. Can't believe this. But I don't feel sick just yet, so I'm gonna hope the bacteria from that kind of burns off when I re-put it back in the oven. I'm just gonna hope that's the case. Man. Jules is an alcoholic confirmed. I don't even drink. I don't even like alcohol. I am literally that loser in parties that everyone's drinking, getting drunk, and I'm just there in my corner with either my water or my soft drink. Not even drink. I'm literally one of those losers. I go out with my friends. I've gone out with friends. They'd be drunk and everything, having a great time, and I'm literally just there in the corner. I am a nerd. I've done this, chat. I'm gonna admit something. I'm this type of effing nerd, bro. I'm this type of effing nerd. I go to bars with friends or nightclubs. They'd all be getting drunk, dancing, having fun, right? And I'd be in the corner reading a book. I'm one of those people, man. I'm one of those people. Everyone there be getting slammed. I have my nice Coca-Cola or Fanta right next to me, or my Sprite. I'm one of those people. I don't even drink alcohol, man. Two reasons why. Number one, I can't have alcohol because of my heart condition, past heart condition. Also, number two, it's because I just don't like alcohol. I just don't like it. I tasted it. I just don't like it. I just don't like the taste of it. I don't like it. I tried it before multiple times. I don't like it. And before anyone asks, in Australia, the legal drinking age is actually 18 here. So, Wattpad, yes, no. What do you mean by Wattpad, Shade? Oh, Jules, you're pure man. Please don't go bald. What do you mean by... Chat, I've wanted to do that for a stream, actually. Let me talk about this, right? What is it? So, I was thinking of potentially one day. Not recent, but one day. Because I want to start doing charity streams again, eventually, right? I want to do a big charity goal. If we can reach a very big charity goal, then I will literally shave my head on stream. That's what I want to do one day. I want to have it so we do a charity stream. Eventually, we'll get back to doing charity streams eventually. I just can't do them currently. I'm too busy. I don't have time to set those up. What is it? When we go back to doing charity streams, that's a promise. We're going to go back to doing charity streams for the hospital that took care of me during my heart condition. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set a big goal, big amount of money. If we reach that goal, I will shave my hair. I will go bald. That's one. I want to do that one day. I want to do that one day where we do a charity stream. I go bald. If we reach the goal, I will put on my face cam and show myself getting shaved. My hair getting shaved. I will go bald on stream. That's a promise I'll make to you guys right now. We'll do a charity stream one day, right? One day, where if we reach the donation goal, I will shave my head. It's for charity, never mind. Yeah, there you go. It's for charity. It's for charity. And you guys can make all the memes you want about me going bald, like me being Lex Luthor or Walter White. I'll take it all, bro. It's for charity. It's for the children. For the children. You really want to turn into a Superman villain? Yeah, bro. Suddenly I'm gonna hate people from outer space. By the way, chat. I want to actually run something by you guys. I came up with an idea early today. It was one of those shower thoughts, like one of those random shower thoughts, right? Right. What is it? The shower thoughts, right? I had an idea. What is it, for a cinematic video? I think it'd be really interesting. I thought of a cinematic video idea where it would be about, what is it? Sonic and Eggman, right? That'd be the cinematic video, right? It'd be about Sonic and Eggman in an interrogation room together. And I thought this would be a cool idea to explore their relationship with each other. Not in a romantic sense, because that's gay as hell. But I mean in a genuine, serious, like a character study of each other, right? It's sort of an interrogation scene about why, and we explain in detail why Eggman hates Sonic and why he does the things he does. Because I feel like it'd be very interesting, because I don't think we've ever properly seen that in the Sonic games, or probably it's happened in the comics. I'm sure it has in the Archie comics. But a scene where it's an interrogation room where both characters just talk, and they talk about, Eggman talks about why he hates Sonic. So it's like one of those videos exploring their dynamic as hero and villain, right? Why don't they like each other? Would you guys like to see that? I thought that'd be an interesting idea because it'd be something different. So it's like sort of just it's them in an interrogation room the entire video, and it's them talking to each other about like why Eggman hates Sonic and why Eggman does the things he does. Go to therapy? Not really therapy. They're just kind of being honest with each other about how they feel about each other. Because I thought about some dialogue about it, essentially, right? And I was there going like, oh, this could work. This could work. In your opinion, which Sonic character has the most disgusting farts? Big the Cat for sure. That's not even a comparison. It'd be Big the Cat. For sure. No, no, it's really funny. What is it? What is it? I can't remember what I was gonna say. The reason why I got inspired to do this was because of the new scene that they released for the new Superman movie between Superman and Lex, and that got me thinking, that'd be really interesting to see a dynamic like that between Eggman and Sonic, because at least from what I know, from current canon material, I don't think they've actually explored their proper relationship, because I'm talking about game Eggman specifically. I genuinely love seeing that. Honestly, sounds like Hot Ones do their challenges just to ask us questions and all. Yeah, but it's like a serious video where they actually talk to each other about it. I think that Baraku, I don't know, you're Baraku, right? Yeah, I'm sure you are. Just on a double check Baraku. Yeah, it's you, Baraku. Here, let me mod you. I don't know why you're not modded yet. Here you go, Baraku. I'll mod you. Here you go, bro. Baraku is modded. But yeah, that's my opinion. Would you guys be interested in that? Sorry, I've been going through it. Would you guys be interested in seeing that as an idea? Because what I wanted to justify with this is that we already know what Archie Eggman hates Sonic, right? We already know that they explored that so much. They explored that so much, right? They've explored that so much. But I think it'd be very interesting to see game Eggman have this sort of moment with Sonic, because I think we can all agree Archie Eggman and game Eggman are not the same person. They're very different people. Archie Eggman is a horrible, disgusting person. Like, he is terrible. Like, awful, terrible in every way. But game Eggman, I feel like he has something. I think he has a heart. He doesn't want to admit, but the guy has a heart. Look at the way that he treated Sage, you know what I mean? I don't think he's not nearly as bad as Archie Eggman. I do think Eggman in the games is not the greatest guy, but I think he's very different, and I think that's very interesting. I think he has a soft spot to him that he wouldn't admit. It's like kind of like Bowser and Mario, you know what I mean? Like, I still think game Eggman is a bad person to a degree, but not to the same extent. Not to like he's not a really bad guy. A really bad guy, in my opinion. I think he's a bad guy, but not a really bad guy, if that makes any sense. Eggman hates Sonic because he effed his wife. That's very true. I didn't take that into consideration. You're right. We got the mod squad. Yeah, the whole mod squad's here today. That's cool. Wow, the fun idea, babe. Maybe stay inside. No craving some fresh air. But the ceiling fan is so nice. Burns are very different. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because I know Archie Eggman's a terrible person. It's weird as a Sonic fan. I need to describe this to people. I haven't read the IDW or Archie comics, but I know what happens in them. This is kind of the weird thing. I don't know if it's about me being the Sonic zeitgeist, I think. Like being a Sonic YouTuber. You kind of just learn things about the lore. I know everything that happens in the Archie comics. I know everything. I know what the characterizations are like and everything like that. And that sort of thing. But I've never read them. But I know what happens in the Archie comics. I know what happens in IDW comics. But that's why I want to read the comics with you guys on stream. Probably not Archie, because Archie's too long. That's why I want to read IDW, because I'm going to be using characters. Because what I do, what I've been doing, right, to be honest, right, while I'm writing these projects, I'm going to include characters like Scourge and characters from these stories, like the Archie stories. I want to actually read the comics, because even though I already know the story, I want to make sure I get the characterizations right. I want to make sure I get the personalities of the characters done right and that sort of thing. I know how Scourge works, right? Which is why, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of... I was looking at to, yeah, who had anything to end the war. Yeah, exactly, right? The opposite. All right, have a good one, Demos. Because to me, right, you have a look at somebody like... how do I put it? It's like Scourge, right? Scourge is a very interesting character. I think a lot of people actually get Scourge's character wrong. I don't mean this in an egotistical way. I do think people get Scourge's character wrong, because Scourge is as simple as this, right? The guy's just jealous. You want to know why he's jealous? It's because he's not Sonic. That's literally Scourge. The problem with Scourge is that he thinks he's the guy. To put it in basic terminology, he thinks he's that guy. He's like, oh, I am the main Sonic. I'm the Sonic that matters. I am the best Sonic. I am the one that everyone should worship. He literally became king for a reason, right? Took over his entire, world. But in actuality, he isn't Sonic. He will never be Sonic. He will never be the main Sonic. In the grand scheme of the multiverse, in the Archie comics, Scourge is a minority, and he hates that. That's what Scourge is as a character. He is evil because he's petty, that he's not that guy. That's literally all it is. He's just not that guy. Thank you, you understand. That's Scourge's character. He's an awful, terrible person. Just because he wants to be the main Sonic, but he's not. He's not that guy. That's literally his entire character. He wants to be that guy, but he's not that guy. That's Scourge. That's his character. I love saying it like that. Like, bro thinks he's that guy, but he's actually... the bro thinks he's that guy, but he's not that guy. That's him altogether. That's his character. That's Scourge. I love it. He's not that guy. Let villains be villains. Exactly. Exactly. Some people are just kind of bad people. That's just how the world works. Baraku said, thank you. You understand. Appreciate that, Baraku. Thank you, bro. That's why I personally don't agree with some certain Scourge adaptations on how they adapt him or, like, make him a good guy and that sort of thing. Fan projects can do whatever they want, and I respect that, right? And I'm sure the stories that are featuring them are really good, right? I'm not judging that a single bit. It's just for me personally, this is a personal thing for me specifically, right? So I'm not outing anybody by saying this, and don't misconstrue that as me hating on anybody. For me, Scourge is a villain. That's just how he is for me. For me, Scourge is someone that shouldn't be redeemed. He's a villain, right? For me, he's supposed to be evil Sonic. That's kind of the whole point of him, right? For me, Scourge is evil Sonic. He should just be evil Sonic, and that's it. You know what I mean? This is evil Sonic. That's just my thing. Bro's an evil dude. You know what I mean? The right thing for the wrong reason. I like him being a villain. Yeah, exactly. That's a me thing, too. You're not him, lol. Yeah, that's him. That's Scourge, though. He's not him. Bro's not that guy. I've been watching Brightburn and Scary. Yeah, I heard that movie screwed up. It was a villain too. No, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm just talking about my personal preference. Please don't misconstrue anything I say as me hating on other people's work or fan projects. I never want to do that. That's never how I want to come across. I just have personal preferences, and that's it. That's all it is, right? You can make Scourge a good guy in your AU or whatever, however you want. That's it. Go for it. Do whatever you want. It's your story. Literally do whatever you want. Don't take my opinion as fact. When you're writing a story, do whatever you want. That is up to you. That at the end of the day, it's your story. You should write it the way you want to do it. But nah, that's so true. Scourge wants to be acknowledged as the true Sonic, the one who deserves so much more, to the point where he went through changing himself and stuff around him to stand out. Yeah, that's Scourge. That's what Scourge is as a person. He wants to be that guy, but he's not that guy. That's literally it. He's jealous that he's not Sonic. That's literally it. That's his entire character. And I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. That's a really cool character. Bro's just a hater. Like, that's it. Bro's just a hater. Bro's just a hater. Scourge trying to be the better Sonic, but he can never be that Sonic. Exactly. You'll never be him. Sonic will always be the real Sonic. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. It's like, how do I put it? What's a good villain to talk about? Sonic villains is good. Here's a Sonic villain to talk about. Sonic villains. Okay, another thing I want to talk about as well, like, you know what I find really funny about a lot of Sonic villains? A lot of people think they're deeper than they actually are. And I don't mean this as an insult to the franchise. I love Sonic villains. They're all great. But what I mean by that is that Mephiles in general has a complicated origin. But in terms of his character, he's not a complex character at all. Mephiles just wants to destroy everything. That's literally it. That's all he wants. I want to destroy everything. And I'm like, that's cool, bro. Like, that's literally Mephiles, right? Like, Mephiles has sort of a complicated origin, but he's not a deep character. That's kind of the point. He's supposed to be like a destructive entity, and I think that's really cool. I think that's cool. I think it's cool. What's another one? That's a good example. But yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I think sometimes villains are just cool when they're simplistic. Memphis, Tennessee, you know what I mean? Who's your favorite character? Yours truly, Shadow the Hedgehog. And screw Shadow. Yeah, exactly. Bro just doesn't like Shadow. Which is really funny. I'll share one detail about the Chaos Syndicate because it's going to be a while before that comes out. The Chaos Syndicate. That's the Suicide Squad but with Sonic villains project I'm working on. In that story, the only time Mephiles and Infinite actually bond with each other, like friendship, not really friendship bond, like, but the only time they actually get along with each other is when they talk about Shadow, because they both share the same type of hatred for Shadow. That's the only way they can talk with each other. They only can get along with each other when they're trash talking Shadow, because they both hate Shadow. I think that's really fun. I like that. It's like, what do these characters have in common? Nothing. Besides, they both hate Shadow a lot. So that's the only way they actually, like, talk with each other. It's really funny. I'm okay with sharing that one detail because it's going to be a while before it comes out. And people will probably forget anyway. They bond by hatred. Yeah, exactly. They literally only bond by their hatred of Shadow. Bros hate Shadow. They hate Shadow. I love that. Yeah, that's literally it. That's the only reason why they get along. Because they both hate Shadow. You know what they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, literally, bro. They're both just haters. When you said that you wouldn't change Infinite's backstory, but add more context, what did you mean by that? What I meant by that is, in the Chaos Syndicate film that I'm going to be making, I'm not changing Infinite's origin at all, because I want to sort of stay true to how he was depicted in the games, right? All I wanted to do is add more context, because a lot of people, when they do, like, when a lot of fan projects for Infinite, they completely change his backstory and his characterization, that sort of thing, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's cool. In fact, some of the stories are great. Like, I think it was a brilliant idea in a fan project, I don't know which one it was, to have Infinite be best friends with Gadget, or your OC character, and having it so that the battle is now more personal for you as the player, because that's your sort of your pseudo best friend turned evil, right? I think that's a great way and justification for including your OC character. But the reason why I didn't want to do that, right, is because I wanted to do something different, right? Because a lot of people depict, oh, Infinite was a good guy that was corrupted by the Phantom Ruby, or that it's a tragic tale between friendship between, you know, Infinite and Gadget. Whereas I don't want to do that. What I did when I'm doing Infinite, I just went by the information that was given in the game. Okay, what do we know in the games? Shadow called him weak once. He got mad. He turned Infinite. What else do we know about him? He had a Jackal Squad, right? Apparently Shadow off the Jackal Squad. There was a canon prequel comic where he joined Eggman. That's all we know. Going by just that. That was my reasoning. I want to go by just that. And I'm happy with the story I've come up with that leads to those moments from the comics. Because I'm just there going like, I want to add to the existing stuff. That's all it is. I'm just providing more context. Infinite backstory is not changing. There'll just be more context to things. I just went by because like in the games and comics, they never said that he was best friends with Gadget. They never said that he was corrupted by the Phantom Ruby, or that he was a good guy that got corrupted by Phantom Ruby. They never said any of that, so I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to go by what's said in the games and the canon comic material, and just going to stick with that. That's all I'm doing. I'm sticking with that because I think it's also more fun to write that way. Yo, Aki, what's up, Aki? Welcome to the stream. Selfish jerk, yeah. Jax. Yeah, no, I actually have heard the Amazing Digital Circus. The latest episode was a lot of people say it's the best episode. I had a friend of mine I was talking to today that literally said it's his favorite episode of the series so far. So I'm excited to watch it. According to Goose, the creator of Amazing Digital Circus, they said it was the last episode before stuff gets real. So this is the calm before the storm episode. So I'm very curious. I've really enjoyed Amazing Digital Circus so far. It's been a lot of fun. So where's my high Joes? What's up, Corin? So basically what they did with Shadow and Sonic Omens. I forgot that game existed, to be honest. Oh, man. That Maria boss fight. Oh. I kind of wish I continued Let's Playing that, bro. That would have been legendary on the channel. I never got around to it. That's why with Let's Plays, I prefer doing them in live streams now, because when I do a live stream, I actually finish them. Whereas if I do a video Let's Play, 9 times out of 10, I won't finish them. Jules, why are you up so late? It's funny because I've been fixing my sleep schedule too. I just couldn't sleep. I felt like live streaming. It's either I live stream now or live stream when in the morning. I just felt like live streaming now. That's all it was. I feel like live streaming now. I don't know, bro. Some things never change. What is that? Pre-ordered Sonic Racing Crossworlds. I am excited for it. That looks like a lot of fun. We'll definitely be doing streams where we all play with each other, chat. I think it is. Was it confirmed to be cross-platform? I think it was. If it's cross-platform, I would love to play online with you guys. That'd be so much fun to do. I am looking forward to the game. The game looks like a lot of fun. Looks like a lot of fun. Some things never change. The pressure is all on you. I agree 100% with how you explained your writing philosophy. I think many people get lost in their own interpretations or expectations and tend to ignore what things actually are. Yeah, that's sort of my thing, Baraku, because when I'm writing for Infinite, for me, right, it's more fun to just do it with less, right? Because how do I put it? When I was writing The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, the movie, which is coming out by December. I'm gonna pray and hope it comes out by December. I wrote that before the Gerald journal came out. So all I worked with for the story was simply this. Shadow and Maria were on the space colony arc. Gerald had Emerald on there. An accident happened and they put Emerald away. They made a bio-lizard. And then Shadow was born. Oh, and apparently Gerald had 2 kids. That's all I had to work with. And I was there going like, bro, what am I going to do with this? Now with the Gerald journal, they've added a lot more to the story. They've added more context. They made it clear that there are other people on the space colony arc. They made it so we actually know Gerald's relationship with his kids now. We know more things about Maria and her involvement in Project Shadow. But when I wrote The Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, I didn't know that. And the fun part of writing is finding that out for yourself. Yeah, everybody write a fate. I can't fix plot holes. That's my thing. When I wrote Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, I wrote that all before the Gerald journal came out. And for me, it's a lot more fun going in with the limited knowledge that's not presented. Because at the time when I wrote it, it wasn't presented. So I just wrote whatever I had. And I made it. I stuck by it. I was afraid of changing the story to fit the Gerald journal. And I decided not to. Because I wanted to tell the story that I was going to tell. The Gerald basically got nothing. Exactly. So that's my thing. I worked with the limited information I received at the time for Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog, and I made something out of it. And the current story I have for it won't work if I consider the Gerald journal part of the story. That's not me dissing the Gerald journal at all, by the way. I think that's really cool. The lore they added is genuinely great. I'm just only doing it for my movie, and because the Sonic universe in my channel is different anyway. So there's already retcons in it anyway, so I don't mind retconning a little more. original fan projects anyway, to be honest. Yeah, that's just my thing. When you work with something more original, it feels more fun to work on because you have to find out all these things for yourself. And I think, at least with what I've come up with for the birth of Shadow the Hedgehog and the backstory for Gerald, I think I'm very happy with it. It definitely evolved more than I ever thought it was going to be. And I hope you guys like it too when it comes out. Hey, Aki, thank you for the $10 donation. Sonic Racing Crosses, I believe, is cross-platform, so I'm looking forward to beating you, Jules. God knows I will go feral for DLCs. Also, sorry I missed the last stream. It's been busy AF. All good, Aki. Thank you for being on the stream. Genuinely appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, but no, all good, Aki. Don't worry about not being here. I understand you're busy. Thanks for being on the stream. I can't wait to play with you guys across worlds, too. And destroy you! Shadow's origin is so interesting. I was confused at first, but now he's like a totally different backstory. It was, look, when it comes to lore chat from supplementary material like comics and things like a special feature on a, how do I put it, on a video game, what I've learned over the years is you always have to take these things with a grain of salt. Never consider something as canon unless they are directly referenced in the games themselves. That's what I've learned. It's the same goes with like Star Wars, that sort of thing, right? Take things with a grain of salt until you actually see it acknowledged in a proper canon material. Because the Gerald Journal could easily be, like, what was it? There was a thing in the Gerald Journal. This bit completely screwed up canon for a bit, and it's best to just ignore it, you know what I mean? Like, it's best to just ignore it. It implied that Gerald finished Shadow at the early 2000s. Which, no. Right, what was it again? I need to look at it. Gerald Journal. Because there was an image attached in the Gerald Journal that showed when Shadow woke up for the first time. And it was in the early 2000s, and I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was in the 1950s, 60s. What do you mean the early 2000s Gerald woke Shadow up for the first time? So for me, take everything that's actually canon with a grain of salt. That's kind of the fun part. I'm trying to see, because there was a date on it. There was a date on it. There's a date on it. I gotta have a look. I'm looking through the journal right now. Okay, I was wrong. They didn't imply a date. Okay, that's my bad. I thought they implied a date because I saw there was a timer on the image attached to Shadow waking up for the first time. I thought that had a date. No, that's just a timer. So that's fine. That's my bad. That's my bad. But yeah. In general, any canon material, just take things with a grain of salt. But I think it's really cool the lore it adds. I'm not dissing it anyway. I think it's really cool. The Hawk will be serving as Michelin star beatdown when Crossworlds drops Lamau, bro. Racing Jules Lamau. I look forward to it. I know your Instagram account got deleted. Yeah, no, it sucks my Instagram account got deleted, man. That's upsetting. We have a new one, guys. A link to it down in the description below if you guys want to follow me on Instagram. We have a new Instagram page. I'm going to be doing exclusive posts, Instagram Reels. Basically, exclusive content on Instagram only. In fact, I plan on doing, once we get a good follower count going on the Instagram, I'll be doing Instagram only live streams. So stay tuned for those. I have a few things planned. It'll be a lot of fun. Why in the early 2000s, right? So it's 1970s, 60s. No, that's my bad. That's my bad. I made that assumption from the timer. I was completely wrong. I'm looking at the Gerald Journal right now. Gerald Journal is really cool. The only thing I don't like about it is it contradicts my movie. I'm joking. I'm joking, chat. I'm joking. That's a joke. That's a joke. I actually, chat, I was actually going to acknowledge the Gerald Journal in my movie. This is after I decided not to retcon it, by the way, because I know a way I can fit the Gerald Journal, even though it contradicts my story. I know a way of actually fitting it into the story. The only problem is, I don't think I can do it in Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog. It might be in a future future project. If I do more, because I'll do more Space Colony arc stuff with Shadow and Maria on the Space Colony arc, because I have a few ideas I really want to explore. I've had them planned out for the last, like, what, year or so, since I announced I was going to do the Space Colony arc series. But in general, yeah, so I've had them planned out, but I think I'll have to explain it in that, because I do have an idea of how I can make the Gerald Journal tie in with my story, even if it contradicts it, so... But I don't think I won't be able to do it in Birth of Shadow the Hedgehog. There'll be too much. Do I have to use Twitter to add you for fan art? I don't post on there anymore. You can add me. You can put that either through Twitter or Instagram. In fact, you can do it through Instagram if you want, because I have Instagram, so I can have a look. If you want a game suggestion, I think you enjoyed Laika, Age Through Blood. Laika. Laika? Look, I don't think I've heard of that one. Well, ooh, the game looks pretty. Ooh, that looks interesting. You know what? I'll add that to my wish list. Oh, that's my wish list. I'll be interested. That game looks pretty. That game does look pretty. I need to finish that visual novel game, Chad. Remember the one that we started until then? The nice romantic visual novel that we started and we never finished? I need to continue that. That was a lot of fun. I was really enjoying that game. I don't know why I ever stopped. No, yeah, it's because of the thing that happened. Yeah, I remember why I stopped. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, that sucks. That's depressing. Yeah, no, I remember why I stopped now. But yeah, I really need to continue playing that game. Until then, that was a lot of fun. The Filipino visual novel pixel art game. That was a really good one. We're grown up Ben 10, yeah. Until then, the visual novel, Until Then was fun, yeah. And we just stopped it when it got weird because on Real Life Tragedy, unfortunately. That kind of, I remember why I forgot now, yeah, so. But yeah, the Real Life Tragedy, because it happened, yeah. That's okay, I'll stop talking about it, but yeah, I'll continue the game. I should continue, but I remember why I stopped now. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks, bro. Filipino visual novel, you say? I know, Ate, that was my reaction, bro. Like, I was playing the game, and it's based in the Philippines. I'm like, what the Filipino representation? And, this game is based in the Philippines? It was so cool. About the new controls for my Switch. Awesome. That's awesome. No, everyone's fighting with the sad emojis. Yeah, okay, it's fine. It was a couple months ago. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because it was one of those things where I was trying to remember, like, why did I stop playing the game? I was really enjoying it, and then that real life tragedy happened, and then I completely forgot about it, which that makes complete sense, to be honest. That took priority. But I still appreciate all you guys', I'm not sure if I said it ages ago. I'm sure I have. But I do want to thank you when that did happen a couple months ago. All the wonderful comments that you guys left. Genuinely made me feel a lot better. You guys really supporting me throughout that. I know it was very sudden, but I really appreciate that, guys, all the support and everything you guys gave when that happened. Really appreciate you guys. I genuinely do. That was really lovely of all of you. I genuinely can't thank you guys enough for that. It's really sweet. I know it was a couple months ago, but I'm sure I've already said it, but I want to say it again. I really genuinely appreciate you guys and all the nice things you guys say. It really means a lot. Ew. I hate listening to my voice. I can't quite take it, the feeling will make it, at least I'm not overly sure. I can't quite catch some feelings while I'm sleeping on the bedroom floor. I can disappoint you so hard, and you leave. No problem. I genuinely appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. You guys are very sweet. Some things never change. Never gonna act so grown up Joe's got any game suggestions for the Switch? Breath of the Wild. That's a good game. I love Breath of the Wild. Genuinely one of the best games I've ever played. That's a wonderful game. Genuinely wonderful. I don't think you'll get a game. That game will last you hours. Last you a very long time if you never got it. That's my Switch games I just know. Oh yeah, guess what? What's up, Baki? All the love to you. I hope things are getting better for you. I really appreciate that, Ate. Thank you very much. To cover my mental health issues. Much love. Thank you, Shade. It really means a lot. Thank you very much. Genuinely means a lot, guys. Thank you. Yeah, making me smile, making me giggle like a anime schoolgirl. I don't know why I said that. That's weird. No, thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I'll probably end the stream soon-ish. It is getting a little bit late. Just a little bit late. Shadow the Hedgehog, you won't believe what I did on Marvel Rivals. Did you win? Where will your projects be posted? On this channel. They'll all be posted on this channel. No, no, hey, Kuya, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters yet? No, but I'm going to. I'm excited to watch it. It looks like a lot of fun. Some things never change. These streets have been passing us by. No green hills anymore. I'm going on vacation in 2 days. That's sick. Fantastic Four. This is also coming out July 2025. Yeah, for me, it's Superman and Fantastic Four month. I was going to watch the new Jurassic World movie, but I don't know if I will. I bet Jules has sold his original since it's acquiring the Switch. No, I still have my Switch. I have sentimental value for a lot of the consoles and handhelds I've had over the years. I have sentimental value for them. That's awesome. That's like while I was sleeping. I was like, damn, yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Shai, what do you think is the most embarrassing video you've ever made? What is the most embarrassing video I've ever made? That's a good question. What is the most embarrassing video I've ever made? My first face reveal video. That's the most embarrassing video I've made. I don't like the jokes in it. I don't know. My first face reveal. I guess my first face reveal video. What else would be? Like on Shadow. I don't know. I really don't know. I've done a lot of videos. Funniest part is I remember the earlier videos. I remember recording nearly every single one of these. I remember recording these. And time flies, man. I remember I recorded this video in Japan. I'm going through my older videos right now because I can remember what I was doing when each video was posted. Almost each video. Like I remember with this one. I'm gonna get a little nostalgic here. A little bit, just a little bit nostalgic. Just a little bit nostalgic. Like that's my game capture. Ignore that. With this video. Right here, hold on. The VTuber model didn't load correctly. There we go, finally. So, why is there 2 notification sounds? I don't know why there are 2 notification sounds. Like, this video I posted when I was at PAX Australia. I went to PAX with Infinite and Xeno. And I remember we were waiting in line to play Luigi's Mansion 3 on Nintendo Switch. We were waiting to try it early. We were waiting in line. I remember that one. I remember recording this video while I was in Japan. I recorded this video while I went to Japan. Like, this is a Japan recorded video. I remember this one. I recorded this just before leaving for Japan. Right? I still remember that. Japan. What was this? I remember this. Ugly Sonic. We recorded this video because a friend of ours at the time, I haven't talked to him in ages, but he's cool. He's a cool guy. We just haven't spoken in ages. He had this model, and we were like, oh, that'd be a fun video to do. So we just did that. What else is there that we can reminisce about? Who's Your Daddy? I love Who's Your Daddy, dude. That game is so much. That game is so funny. When I made plush videos. Is this the funny plush video? I had one plush video that was actually funny. Where was it? I remember there was a really funny joke in there. It was my first plush video. Was it this one? No, it was an earlier one, right? This wasn't my first plush video. I made another one before that. It was this one, Sonic Sleepover. This is the one. Sonic Sleepover. I remember there was a really funny joke in this. So basically, all the Sonic characters were partying, right? And then this happened. Sonic characters are having a party, right? Bro, they're having a party. Look. Whatever we are, bitches. Yeet. Oh, that was a swear. Time! Yo, let's go! I love it having a party. Knuckles. That's one of my best jokes I've ever done. That was really funny. It was so unexpected. That's one of my best jokes I've ever done on my channel. That was one of the best jokes I've ever done on my channel. Because it was so unexpected. I ever thought of it last minute. I was like, wouldn't that just be really funny? You see like a montage of all the characters dancing. They just see like Shadow like... This is so funny. I find it funny. I find it funny. Some things never change. The Shadow. It's actually Zelda. It was actually Zelda. So funny. What's up, Solvix? Welcome to the stream. Cooking stream when? Eventually. Some things never change. I will go to bed soon, chat. Around 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll end the stream. It's getting pretty late. I should probably go to bed. In 5 to 10 minutes, I'll go to bed, chat. Yo, it's Zelda, Lord Lamau. Are you streaming again tonight, Jules? Unfortunately, I cannot. It was either I do the stream now or did it when I woke up. And I decided to do it now. So I had to choose between one of those two. YouTube sort of has a thing where they have a notification system where the idea is that YouTube only sends out 3 max notifications per day on a channel. And because I've already live streamed earlier today, and then I'm about to post the video after the stream finishes, a video's coming out after the stream finishes, unfortunately it just won't, unfortunately it just wouldn't work. So, but there will be a stream on the weekend, so stay tuned for that one, chat. What? Today's a Friday. Oh my gosh. We're gonna be doing an Undertale Let's Play stream this weekend, chat, so stay tuned for that. We'll be playing Undertale on the channel. At long last, I have not played Undertale, never finished Undertale, ever. I've never got that far into the game either. I'm still going in relatively blind. Kinda. I know the basis of the genocide route and the kind of the pacifist route. I'm gonna do pacifist route for my walkthrough. I don't know if I'll do genocide. Probably not. I will see what I'm in the mood for. Because I know genocide is really difficult, and as you guys can tell with my streams, I'm not the best at games. So, But yeah, Fredbear, thank you for $2 donation. Can you add me as mod, please? Just give it a bit, Fredbear. I'm sure it will happen. But yeah, I'm excited. Things never change. I'll see you later, Shad. Have a good one, Dark Knight fan. Thanks for joining the stream, bro. Good talking to you again, man. Fast bit should be fun, yeah. All I know is there's 3 routes. I'm not going to do neutral because if I know there's a better version of the story for me to experience, I'd rather just play the best version. It's like a, how do I put it? It's like the, how do I put it? I can't remember what I was going to say now. I'm falling asleep. My mind is completely screwed up. I'm half asleep. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I have even mod on here. Chewbacca. Have you played Cult of the Lamb? No. I should play Cult of the Lamb. It was made here in Australia. Gotta represent Australia video games. Cult of the Lamb. I have Cult of the Lamb, but I haven't played it. I have Cult of the Lamb. Cult of the Lamb. I should represent Australia. It's the Australian. That game was made in Australia. See, Australia is based. Australia also made Untitled Goose Game. I actually met the creators of Untitled Goose Game. I did an interview with them once. The creators of Untitled Goose Game. They were really nice. You guys remember that game, Untitled Goose Game? It came out years ago. It was really popular. Like I think a good 5 years ago, or so. The creators were really nice. They were really nice people. Like, we had to do an interview for them, and it was really nice. They're really chill. I'm surprised that a lot of people like chat. What amazes me about Australia, right, is that Lachlan's here. Like Lachlan, the Fortnite streamer, right? Glitch Productions, the people that make Amazing Digital Circus Murder Drones. Cold Ones, the podcast people that get drunk a lot, that are friends of Filthy Frank. What is it? What was their names again? Misfits. Yeah, so Glitch. Yeah, they're all just here. They are an hour or 2 hour drive away from me. And I think that's bizarre. The world is so small, man. It's a small world we live in, bro. That's so weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. Australia is one of those places. Yeah. A lot of Australian creators. Yeah, exactly. I literally had a friend of mine, an IRL friend of mine. She played Rouge for only one of my videos. She met, SMG4 Glitch Productions. She said they were really nice. How to Basic in Australia. Yeah, How to Basic lives in Australia. We don't know who he is. He's anonymous, but he lives in Australia. This is the weird part for me. It's a weird thing. I'ma do me. They can watch, they can see. I'ma take my dream. Maybe a mod of Jim, they curious. I thought you were cool. That's literally it. I thought you were cool. Your friend was good as Rouge. Yeah, she played her once. You guys can probably know which one it is. I did a Google video once. It was Shadow and Rouge Google themselves. She played Rouge for that video. And I remember a lot of people actually asked me when I did my office tour, I wore a Shadow jacket, right? I wore a Shadow the Hedgehog jacket. And a lot of people were asking me in the comments and everything where I got my jacket. I didn't buy that. My friend who was Rouge made that because she was a Shadow cosplayer. What she would do, she would cosplay as human versions of Sonic characters, and she cosplayed as a human Shadow. That's how me and her met, and we became friends because she was human Shadow. I took a photo with her ages ago. Where was it? Where is it? I took a photo with her ages ago. It was like ages ago. I need to find it. It's been ages. I took a photo with her years ago. We became friends, and she didn't cosplay, and then basically, at the time, she didn't cosplay, Shadow anymore, so she just gave me her jacket. That's how I got the Shadow jacket. It was really cool. Where is it? I can't find it. I'm sure I can find it if I look far back enough. It will be in here somewhere. So let me have a look. I have to look through my images on Insta because I posted on not Instagram. I posted it on Twitter. Oh, this Shadow the Gay. That's what I mean, man. That's why I owed so much to the Sonic franchise. I literally developed an IRL friendship because of Shadow, right? I genuinely own so much of this character, man. I owe so much to the Sonic characters, man. I owe so much to them. It literally changed my life in ways I just could never imagine. I'm trying to find it. The image. Reliving memories here. That's when Sonic 2 came out. Dang. Classic. I don't think the image is on Twitter. I don't know why the image isn't on Twitter anymore. I can't find it. But I did find another picture we took together. There. I'm going to enhance so you guys can see. There. So it was when I was at PAX. I think this was PAX. That's me in the middle, and then that's her over there. Though that's the one that made the Shadow jacket. She's really nice. She did a Rouge outfit. It was really cool too. She doesn't cosplay Sonic anymore, which is a shame. But yeah, she was really cool as Rouge that one time in a video. It was really funny too because, you know, Rouge here, and she actually played Rouge in my videos. It was really fun. That's why I owe so much to the Sonic fan base, man. I literally developed real, genuine friendships because of Sonic characters, man. It was great. Yeah, it's her. That's my friend that made the Shadow jacket. She's so awesome. Oh, then I have this really bad picture with a Rouge cosplay, with a Maria cosplayer. I hate that picture because my hair in it looks terrible. My face looks terrible. It was terrible. I don't want to show that. That's horrible. That's like the worst thing I've ever tweeted. Hope those images didn't age well, so I'm just gonna ignore those. Yeah. So shout out, how's Maria? 6 feet underground. Cosplays of my OC because I can't draw, but I need so much. Bro, for real, bro. I'd be drawing so often if I knew how to draw. I mean, I know how to draw, but, you know, I gotta practice again. I remember that picture. Dang, ancient. Boo, 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 no, no, no. Can I do the right thing for the wrong reason? Is it bad I get making friends with my demons? Hey. How do you view Eggman as a character? If we're talking game, my opinion of Eggman is this, right? He's not a good dude, but I don't think he's a really evil dude. Like, what do he want to do? He wants to build Eggman Land, right? That's his ultimate goal. He wants to build Eggman Land. Right? I think when it comes to Eggman, he's a very egotistical person. That's been proven in all the games, right? But I wouldn't say he's a really evil, horrible guy. Because he has some heart to him that he wouldn't admit. Like, the entire thing with Sage and Sonic Frontiers. And the journals that Eggman left behind that you can find in the game really speak a lot to his character. How, you know, the way he views a lot of things in the world. I think that's very interesting. He has a soft spot for Sage, even though he probably won't admit it. And actually misses her at the very end. I think that's really sweet. Like, Eggman took over the world, right? Like, Eggman took over the world, right? In Sonic Forces. Now, I'm definitely reading too deep into this because the game is very simple, but he didn't off Sonic, right? he didn't off any of Sonic's friends during when he took over the world. And we do know this Eggman can off people, but he just doesn't, right? So I think, in my opinion, just taking that from that context, combining it with the Sage stuff, I think he's a bad guy, but he's not really a bad guy, if that makes any sense, right? He does bad things, but, like, he's not evil, that makes any sense. To me, he's sort of, like, misguided evil. You know what I mean? But then, of course, the exact opposite is true for Archie Eggman. Screw him. That guy has no redeeming qualities. Archie Eggman, horrible, terrible person. That guy is a terrible person. Two very different characters. I know, I'm crying for. He's good at Eggman, exactly. Archie comics are wild. Yeah, the Archie comics are wild. They are wild, man. Archie comics are crazy. There's a lot of interesting lore in this. Who's better, Silver or Mephiles? Well, Silver's a better person, obviously. Silver's a more fleshed out character. Silver's really cool. I like Silver. Do you think it's funny when people make Shadow a father figure? I think it's interesting because I think it's fun, but I think in general, I never saw him as a father figure, right? Because a lot of people like putting the whole Cream and Shadow dynamic, and I think it's a cool dynamic. I think that's actually, that could make for a really fun dynamic. But I know I never really saw him being a father figure. You know what I mean? I never saw that with him because Shadow doesn't strike me as the type of person. Like, he doesn't strike me as a parent. Like, how do I put it? Like, I see him as more as a sibling type character that would care for somebody like a brother or a sister. You know what I mean? Or a friendship thing. I don't see it as sort of a family dynamic where it's like a father or something like that. I never saw that with Shadow. I thought Shadow would always have sort of a brotherly thing or just a regular friendship sort of thing with people. That's how I see it. It'd be an interesting concept. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be interesting. That'd be very interesting. But I just don't see it that way with how everything currently is. I don't see it that way. Shadow's legitimately Batman. Convince me otherwise. He would take care of them. Yeah, he definitely wouldn't date somebody that reminded him of Maria. It definitely wouldn't be the case. I think Amy is an exception because all Amy reminded him was of Maria's kindness. That's all. But like in terms of like, yeah, that sort of thing. Sonic's the drunk uncle, probably. Sonic is the drunk uncle. But the thing though, Shadow is a caring person. He is, even though he wouldn't admit it, he is. Do you have an issue with the way Shadow's portrayed in the IDW comics? Not really. I mean, admittedly, it does kind of sucks now, especially with the context of Shadow Generations, sort of seeing him get to that point. Because, like, without Shadow Generations, right? This kind of Shadow's natural progression after saying goodbye Shadow the Hedgehog forever, right? Now with Shadow Generations being a prequel, it kind of makes... I get why people have more of an issue with it now after his characterization, Shadow Generations. But I'm also thinking about it from the offset of Sega's mindset, the Sonic franchise's mindset during the time. So I'm guessing it's going to be completely different with the next Sonic game, right? If they have Shadow in it, his characterization would be very different. But I think in general, I'm gonna say something controversial, chat. I would get flamed on Twitter if I said this. I think it's perfectly fine portraying Shadow as an edgelord. I think that's fine. I think, in my opinion, if they went the simplistic route with Sonic, I think it's perfectly valid to make Shadow just a simple, arrogant edgelord. Because to other people, and a lot of people in the franchise, that is very wildly easier to comprehend. When you look at people who aren't Sonic fans, what do they see Shadow as? The cooler Sonic, you know what I mean? They don't think about the depth of the Maria aspect or sort of thing. In fact, people don't even know Maria exists, you know what I mean? So for me, it's like, I don't have an issue with him portraying him as edgy, or the way they depict him now. I personally don't have an issue with it. I'll be curious to see what they take his character, though, in the next Sonic game, though, because I feel like it'd be very different now, because now I think a lot of the things that they weren't allowed to do with Shadow are now kind of undone after Shadow Generations, so I feel like they can do something really interesting. Shadow knows he's cool. Yeah, bro is actually that guy. DK. What time is it? I have to end the stream soon. I'll end the stream in 3 minutes, chat. It's really late. I don't know why I stayed up this late. Shouldn't have stayed up this late. What's your opinion on Elise? Elise is really funny. Elise is a really funny character. Very into the Twitter takeovers. She hadn't been brought up since Black Arms, way before Kirk had the role. I actually didn't know that. That's really interesting. That's really funny, actually. That's really funny. I actually didn't know that. Props to Kirk Thornton, bro. That's really funny. That's interesting. That was literally the same as, like, Ganon, aka the Knuckles channel. He didn't even know who Maria was. And I'm like, you mean to tell me in all the years we've been doing videos and making Maria jokes, you didn't know who that was? I genuinely thought he knew. So when he told me that he didn't even know who Maria was, I'm like, but we've been doing videos together for, like, Sonic and Shadow and Knuckles videos for 5 years. We mentioned Maria on multiple occasions. You've even made jokes about Maria, and you didn't even know who Maria is? I found that so funny, bro. That's hilarious. That was a hilarious revelation. It's because I say this all the time. I became a mega fan of Sonic through doing the channel. I was only a casual fan before, but then I became a genuine Sonic fan by doing the channel. I think a lot of us did. A lot of us weren't the biggest Sonic fans, especially, right? A lot of us weren't. The only one that was Dartbox, aka Speedy Blue. Like, he was the Sonic aficionado that we went to. But it was by doing the channel, I learned to love the franchise. And now I love Sonic. Sonic is so cool. After Sonic, if I felt a bit lost in his character, he still had traits that should have been grown from him. Now he feels complete, open to be much more now. Yeah, that's why I'm really excited to see where they take him in the next game. Because I think, even though his characterization might be questionable to people after the events of, you know, Shadow Generations in the IDW comics, in retrospect, I think in general, I think a lot of the restrictions are now sort of been lifted. I reckon we'll probably get, we'll get a proper, I think they will do something really cool with Shadow in the next game. Alright, anyway, chat. I'm gonna get going now. It's late. New video will be coming out in 9 minutes, so stay tuned for that one. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, introduce me to Sonic, and I think a lot of adult stuff I didn't understand yet. I'm really sorry about the adult stuff, by the way, Shade. That's really unfortunate. Doctor, very nervous and praying. All good, Blaze. Hope you have a good one, man. I'm sure it's okay. I'm wishing you the best, man. Found your channel one day and you turned me into a Sonic fan. Lamal Selvix, that's awesome. Dude, that's why doing the YouTube stuff is so much fun. We became bigger fans because of the channel, the impact and everything, and I think that was genuinely so cool. I never would have been a Sonic fan, the Sonic fan I am now, if I never did this channel. And I don't regret it a single bit. It's been the best couple years of my life. I couldn't ask for anything better. And I can't thank you guys enough for it. Anyway, chat, it's getting late. I gotta go to bed. New videos out in like 8 to 7 minutes, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for watching the stream. I've had a wonderful time. I always have a great time streaming with you guys. This stream went on longer than expected. That usually goes for most of my streams. So good rest rules. Hope you have an even better day. Thank you, bro. Really appreciate that, Baraku. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all next time.